Hi everybody, today I will talk to you about alcohol. First, have you ever heard about the movie which is called Drunk, realized by Thomas Vinterberg? Well, it talks about a theory from the Norwegian psychologist Finn Skadderud. According to humans born with 0.5 grams of alcohol per liter in blood, in the movie, the first character asks himself, and if it was true, um, what kind of consequences will exist in his own personal development. We have to know that the first character is a teacher in the movie. Well, he will try it. He will test this theory. He will drink alcohol before do class, and he found that he was more confident with him, and the discussion with his students was more interesting, and it was more easy to speak with them and to be more open with them, and he preferred this kind of class than before when he didn't drink. He found that interesting that for him at the beginning it was possible to have society with people who always drink alcohol and who are always with 0.5 grams of alcohol per liter of blood. And it's really interesting when we are spectator, because we can ask ourselves and if it was true. For the example, the theory, we found that it was not true, but a big part of spectator search on internet what kind of theory was that, and if it was true. There is some site on the web who create for this, and after as spectator we realized that it creates very fast dependence, because the teacher will test the theory, but he will drink more and more and more and more for every occasion, like when he has new contact with another people, he has to drink before go to this date. And when he has new contact with other people, he realized that it's not true contact, and it's a kind of moral of the movie. Now we can ask ourselves about what kind of practice with alcohol people have, according how old are they, um, according where do they come, and we can ask ourselves about the impact it can have on us, if it has an impact.
There is no impact, we just want to drink. Let us chill, bro.
Okay, I'm not sure about this. Well, we have to know that in the world there are some countries where the consumption of alcohol is forbidden, where if we want to learn more about the practice around the alcohol of people, we have to know what kind of countries are more concerned by this consumption of alcohol. First, we have to know that in Moldavia, it's 18.22 liters of alcohol which are consumed by people every year. So about Russia, on the working, Russia is at the fourth place, and per person per year they drink 15 liters point 76. It's a lot, but what is it for France? Well, in the ranking, France is on the 16th place, while in France we drink 13.66 liters of alcohol per year. As we can see, in France, we don't have a normal consumption because we have the 16th place on the ranking, and it's easy to know that because, as we know, in France, alcohol have a social aspect. For example, on every Christmas, we know that. We have champagne, we have wine, and it's the same for a lot of things. For example, at the end of the year, we have it for the new year. We have a lot of alcohol, and it's normal. The first January we don't work, and it's every time same thing because people know that we will drink on the 31 uh, for for birthday, for example. We drink too. We drink champagne, and it's just normal and it's accepted. In France, alcohol is a part of our life. Simply, for example, everybody know that the Thursday evening it's a student party. We know that, and it's the same on all the country. It shows that alcohol have a special part of our life of French people. We have to talk about the consumption of French students of alcohol because we don't realize when we are students and when we drink the importance of alcohol. For example, how it creates links or how it creates social images, um, or simply how it can create some stereotypes. For example, if you see a man with a long shave and who have a bottle of alcohol in his hand, and he is just walking in the street, you will you will think that it's a homeless or a thing like that, or if it's simply a student who are working in the same way, but you can't see that he is a student. You don't have a kind of stereotypes. You just will be like, yes, it's a student. He can walk in the street. Yes, he have a bottle of alcohol, but it's okay. It's a student. Maybe he have to let it out after an exam or things like that. Well, now we will talk about a text from Benjamin Mass, which is called Rites scolaires et rires festifs, les manières de boire dans les grandes écoles. In this article, Benjamin shows us through a lot of interviews that for a lot of students from a commercial school who work a lot and a lot and a lot, they see the party and the alcohol as a liberation after exam. For example, as a student, we know that when we are in exam period, we don't go outside or things like that. We all have this vision of the student who is every day, every time on his desk, and he's only working. And after that, we don't have this vision of the student that only think about this moment, this liberation. Some of the students, for sure, they don't see this liberation with a big party with a lot of people and a lot of alcohol, but in fact, in the case, we have a lot of students who are seeing this moment as a liberation. This moment they are watching for, and they are like, okay, I have to work because after that I will go in party every day, I will drink alcohol every day. It shows that alcohol can take a big place in our brain, in our mentality, and we know that students of today are our future workers, and it will be their work to make society lives. And in the text, Benjamin shows that he shows that alcohol can be a danger because in some case, students or workers with alcohol take off the mentality of work. They only think about alcohol and party, and it creates a kind of dependence because if we don't have this kind of liberation after work, we won't be in a good mentality, and it will create some depression and things like that. And it's the way we took before the alcoholism, and he shows that like that. Obviously, alcohol have a big part in our society. We talk about students, about our consumption when we have something like Christmas or things like that. But now we know that alcohol is it could be a danger, and we have more and more some adverts about it. We have more prevention, and it shows us that alcohol is personal. For example, we have the choice to drink or no. For example, in France, we can call at the 0980 980 930 if we think or if we have some problems of dependence with alcohol, and it's a call which is open for people who have 12 or 25 years, and it's a platform to help people who think that they have problems with alcohol. Well, it's finished. I wish you appreciate this video, and bye.